Stop number 12 in the Castrol GTX Cup Series brings us to the first of three races of the season on our road course. Is where we're at as we're here today at Sonoma, California. As we're here for the running of the Fram Autolite 300K, as we are set for 17 laps of action on this 2.52 mile twisty turny road course in Sonoma, California. All that said, let's get to the start line for this running event, and it's the last chance for those who are not yet qualified for the All-Star race to try to bump their way in without having to try to qualify way in via the Winston Open. On the pole, the man who's got an opportunity to try to do so himself, that's Kev Shear in car 00, the Airstream Machine Toyota. He'll be alongside Cole Deaver in the GM Goodrich Chevrolet car number 3. He's yet to win a race this season, but he is in the All-Star race by virtue of being the season 21 champion. These two both NNS champions as well themselves, Charles Sanford in 24 and 42, Kyle Matthews. He's won twice this season, that coming at Rockingham and Martinsville. Third row, Levi McIntyre. He liked to punch his ticket in today in the Affleck Ford car number 99 at Charlotte. He'll be alongside car 98, Seth Cole in the Kayla Ford. He's won the season at Auto Club, and he's already in the All-Stars. Next row down, Joshua Osborne, a three-time series champion in 78, and he'll be alongside the season 8 champion, Johnny Gardner in 12, the Alltel Dodge. Next row down has Dylan Young in number 2 and number 88, Keith Batson. Next row down has number 21, Benjamin Miles. He'll be alongside number 1, Nathan Ormond. Next row down has number 01, Jesse Turner. He'd like to bump his way into the All-Stars himself at Sonoma. He'll be alongside Zachary Fitzwater, number 9, the Napa Auto Parts Chevy. Next row down, William Brock in car number 4, the Kodak Film Chevy. He almost won at Auto Club. He had a pretty good run going there. He'll be alongside the winner at Talladega, Matt Haas, in the Interstate Batteries Pontiac. Next row down has another Joe Gibbs car, Mitchell Collins in number 11, the FedEx Ground Toyota. Alongside of him, Zach Winkle in number 26, the Irwin Tools Ford. Next row down is Daniel Bouchard in 55 and number 20, Emmanuel Hartnett. He finished second at the race at North Wilkesboro. Next row down, Jeremy Diaz in 71 and Michael Whitman in 48. Next row down is Matthew Logan in 32 and number 7, Jackson Haywood. Then it's number 31, James Henry in the Singer Chevrolet, and he'll be alongside car number 40, the Coors Light Dodge of Sky Commons. Next round has Zach Rogers in 33, the Skull Bandit Chevy. He's a three-time winner so far this season. He's already locked in the All-Star race himself. Alongside of him, Ryan Brommer in the Valvoline Ford, car number 6, and that's a 1997 Martin Ford he's driving. I'd like to do the same thing Martin did at this race in 1997. That was win the event. Next round is Mike Becker in 43, the Daytona 500 champion. He's locked in the All-Star race himself. Beside him will be Tristan Allen in car 14, the Office Depot Chevy. Next round has Ryan George in 15, the Quality Care Ford. He'll be alongside number 89, the winner at Atlanta, Quentin Moore in the Racing with Jesus Dodge. Next round has Paul Minnick in 16, the Family Channel Ford. And number 19, Carson Gum in the Dodge Dealers Dodge. Next round, Shane Lake in the Gum Out Long Life Formula Pontiac. Car number 30, he'll be alongside Rob Evans in number 8, the Boazar Chevy. Next row has Darlington winner Phil Parker, number 25, the UAW Delphi Chevy. And the Texaco Haviland Ford, car 28 of Cat Badson. Starting shotgun the field for today's race will be car number 22, Dylan Poteet in the Caterpillar Pontiac. He's already in the All-Star race by virtue of being the season 1 champion. He'll be alongside Jay Jefferson, number 5, the Kellogg's Cornflakes Chevy. This is as we said, this is the first of 3 road courses we're going on this season. The next the other 2 road courses will be a few races later on at Riverside Raceway, and then one late in the year at Watkins Glen. That'll be the race after the Brickyard 400 in Indianapolis. So, with all that said, let's get to the command to fire the engines for the Fram Autolite 300K at Sonoma.
Drivers, start those engines!
In-car cameras today will be carried by will be carried by Levi McIntyre, Joshua Osborne, and Keith Batson. Those three will be carrying our in-car cameras in today's event here at Sonoma. And we'll be right back for the start of the race right after this. Back at Sonoma, California, as we are about to get set for the green flag racing here. This is the S's they're going through. That's turn number 9, I think they're going through right now on this 12-turn road course. There's an uphill and a downhill part of the course, and in fact, a lot of elevation changes on this track at Sonoma. And I tell you what, you turn so much on this course that I tell you your arms are going to feel tired, and you feel like you're gonna, and you shift so many times that you'll wear out your shifting glove. In other words. But that's road racing, and that's all it has been, and it always will be. Kev Shear and Cole Deaver lead them down. Toyota and Chevrolet on the front row for this event. Then you got Chevy and Pontiac in the second row. Then Fords in the third row. Both of them Fords, as a matter of fact. And here to come for the green flag racing. Here, let's go road racing at Sonoma. They're side by side in turn number 1. Who will take the early advantage? Will it be Cole Deaver or Kev Shear? Who's going to take the early advantage? And Shear gets the good jump, and he'll take the early advantage. Car 00. The Aaron's Toyota. He is not yet in the All-Star race, and if he can win here at Sonoma, he won't have to worry about the Winston Open. But the other 3 cars behind him are also locked in. Are locked in. That's Deaver, Matthews, and Sanford. They come down through the They come down to the turn 5, or that's turn 6, I should say. Excuse me, the carousel. Then up to one of the very few short straightaways they got there before they head to turn number 7. Here they come for that part of the course. That's one of the 2 hairpins at Sonoma. 7's one of them, and the other is 11. The next to the last turn of the course. Here they come. That's through turn 8. There's 8A. That's the S's of the course they're going through. Then down through turn number 9, high speed 138 miles an hour is where Shear was going. Then through turn 10, brake a little bit for that corner. And here to come for a little straightaway, and oh baby, on the brakes of turn number 11. And down about 38 miles an hour in first gear is where they go through on this corner. And they will come through turn number 12 as a high-speed corner, and Kev Shear leads the first lap. Deaver second, Matthews third, fourth is Sanford, fifth right now is McIntyre, 6th is Johnny Gardner, 7th is Seth Cole, 8th is Joshua Osborne, 9th Keith Batson, and Nathan Orman right now running in 10th, with 11th being Dylan Young. 12th right now is Benjamin Miles, William Brock 13th, 14th is Zachary Fitzwater, Jesse Turner 15th, Matt Haas 16th, 17th is Mitchell Collins, 18th is Daniel Bouchard, 19th is Jeremy Diaz, 20th is Matthew Logan, 21st Zach Rogers, 22nd is Zach Winkle, so a pair of Zach's going at it. James Henry 23rd, 24th is Emmanuel Hartnett, 25th Mike Becker, 26th is Ryan George, Michael Whitman 27th, 28th is Shane Lake, 29th is Jackson Haywood, excuse me. 30th is Paul Minnick, 31st Tristan Allen, 32nd Ryan Frommer, 33rd Quentin Moore, 34th is Sky Commons. 35th right now is Carson Gum. 36th is Rob Evans. 37th is Phil Parker. Then Poteet, Jefferson, and Batson. That's the top 40 into this event so far. But so far, so good for Kev Shear as everything's clear sailing for him right now. Here as they come through turn number 11, they'll complete lap number 2 of 17 in this event. And the yellow flag flies for the first time here at Sonoma, California. And I don't know who might have been the culprit of the crash. Sky Combs actually, I think, started about mid-pex. He might have been the cause of what the yellow flag caused. I know. I thought Commons might have gotten a bad start. I'm gonna look at the pace car, see if the lights are on already. So where the pace cars lights are on here as they come through. There's where the pace cars lights are on. And there was a crash there coming off the there was a crash coming down through the off the 10th corner. It was Benjamin Miles in car number 21. Take a look to what happened. Miles and Dylan Young got together. Miles got a little bit wide coming through the 10th corner, and that can spell trouble right here because here comes the tire barrier. I think he avoids it. No, he does not. He does not avoid it. Clips the tire barrier. Zachary Fitzwater clips him. Clips the 4 car of William Brock. Mitchell Collins got on the back of his teammate Matt Haas in number 18. There's the damage to that number 11 FedEx Ground Toyota. And also damage to that number 9 FedEx, number 9 Napa Auto Parts Chevy. There it is, the only Camaro in the field. And Fitzwater, one of the good right racers you have on a road course in this series, and that's pretty much. So I wouldn't be surprised if I see the 9 and the 18 both come on the pit road, or 9 and the 11, excuse me, both come on the pit road here at Sonoma. And Kev Shearer led him back to the caution flag. Deaver second, Matthews, Sanford, then McIntyre, Gardner, Cole, Seth Cole that is, Osborne, Keith Batson, and Nathan Orman. That was the top 10 as they came across the start-finish line for the to take the yellow flag. And I think Collins is coming down pit road. There he is in number 11, and I think the 9 is going to follow him suit. Yes, he will. And I think the 4 and the 31 both coming in as well too. They may have had some damage. I see a slight hood buckle on the number 4 Kodak Film Chevy of William Brock. Pit speed limit here at Sonoma, 35 miles an hour, and that is a killer as far as pit road is concerned. And the 21 and the 21, so 21, 31, and 9 are all out of the race there. Fitzwater, James Henry, and Benjamin Miles all out of the race. The 11 and the 4 both still at it, so maybe they can get back in there and pick up some positions there, but obviously their chances of winning here at Sonoma have been diminished. So manufacturer-wise, you got Toyota leading, Chevrolet second, Pontiac third, then Chevrolet fourth, Ford in fifth, a Dodge in sixth, Ford in seventh, Toyota eighth, Ford in ninth, and a Chevrolet in 10th position. That's how they are as far as manufacturer-wise. So Kev Shearer, as I said, not yet locked into the All-Stars at Charlotte. The other the 3 cars behind him are, and it's Deaver, Matthews, and Sanford. McIntyre's not locked in. Neither is Keith Batson nor Nathan Orman. That's there. The rest of the cars, the 3, the 42, 24, 12, 98, and 78, are all locked in at the Wednesday All-Star Weekend at Charlotte, which is next on the tour, by the way. And for those who are not locked in, they will if they hit they'll have to finish top 5 in Winston Open to make their way in, and there's the famous glitch on the restart, by the way, that this track is known for as well. By the way, that's the famous standing start glitch. Restart, by the way, on lap number 5. Kev Shearer leads. I don't know how many people got damage off that little glitch here. I noticed them shuttling. Matthews, Sanford, and McIntyre and Gardner all came out okay. Here comes the battle for position. That's Keith Batson and Joshua Osborne. That's a battle for the, I think that's for 8th position. And Batson gets by him coming off the sixth corner. Inside Keith Batson's car 88, and as he comes down through turn number 7, up ahead of him, Seth Cole in 7th place. We will ride with all 3 cars to see how they drive this racetrack here. There's Batson coming through the S's right there. That's turn 8A's going through. There's 9. He'll brake for turn 10 right there, down about 99 miles an hour into turn number 10. And here it comes onto the brakes for turn number 11. Slams on the brakes, I should say. And down to about 38 miles an hour in first gear goes Batson. And here comes up on the front stretch into turn number 12. They'll run onto the drag strip that's part of the multi-purpose facility at Sonoma. This track at Sonoma features a road course, a driving school, and a drag strip where the NHRA holds one of their events, the Fram Autolite NHRA Nationals. Is held on this track every late July. Then you go slight downhill, and then you go back up the hill for turn number 5. There's turn 6 right here. That's a carousel. And down about 88 miles an hour in third gear goes Batson. Up ahead again, still Seth Cole in the 7th position. And that's how he drives this course at Sonoma here. We already rode with you in the last half of the course. And there's Joshua Osborne right behind him in 78. He has our second in-car camera in today's event. We will ride with him for a lap around Sonoma. And there's the inside from Osborne's car. He'll go through the front stretch. Up the hill he goes. Now through turn number 2. That's a trouble spot of the course right there. He goes through there at about 48 miles an hour in first gear. Excuse me. And as he goes up, that's 3 and 3A. There's turn 4. That's another hard turn. Takes them there very slowly as they go down there. There's turn 5 back up the hill and downhill, up and downhill both. For turn 6, the carousel part of the course. Then we saw Batson go through about 88 miles an hour. Down about 87 miles an hour goes Osborne. I thought I saw 86 blank. And here he comes for turn 7. You'll see how slow he'll take this corner. First gear at about 46 miles an hour, and that's not as bad. It's not as slow as we see them go through 11. Here they come through the S's part of the course. Right there, there's turn 10. Osborne goes through there at about 100 miles an hour. And here it goes on the brakes. Turn number 11. Here we go. Slip just a little bit, up down about 38 miles an hour in the first gear. He goes. Jesse Turner right behind him, by the way, in 10th position. And that lap for Osborne, 94.149 miles per hour. And the Cab Share, by the way, continues to lead this race with Cole Deaver in second place. That's what he looks like on the racetrack right now as they go through the 5th turn now on the turn number coming off onto the carousel. Kevshire, not known for his road racing prowess, by the way. He's not really known for it. He's had some good runs on the road courses in this series, at least. Of course, he'll tell you when he plays the NASCAR video game, that he sucks on the road courses, but But as we said, the Magic of NR 2003, almost anything can happen. And he's right now out there leading here at Sonoma, California. Cole Deaver's not yet won the road courses neither. And at number 3 car, he's in second place. Kyle Matthews rides third. Still, fourth is still Sanford. Fifth is still McIntyre. And we will ride with him and see how he drives this road course. And McIntyre also, like Kev Sure, he'll also say he sucks on the road courses too. Yet on an online race at Riverside Rally, he came in, I think, third or fourth place in that race. He had a really good run in that race. Now riding with Levi McIntyre in car number 99. Down about 49 miles an hour in first gear through turn number 1, or turn number 2, excuse me. There's 3A right there. Up ahead of McIntyre's Charles Sanford in fourth position as they go through turn number 4 and down about 56 miles an hour through there. That's turn 5. There's 6 right there. This port is where McIntyre goes through. 87 miles an hour is how fast McIntyre goes. So he goes through there about a mile or so to what Batson went through. That's about 144 miles an hour as they brake hard for turn 7, down about 46 miles an hour in first gear. So how fast he flies through the S's here. We saw about you see it speeds upwards of almost 140 miles an hour. And about 139, that's the best we've seen them going through the S's. That's the best we've seen out of the 3 in-car cameras. We saw about 137, 138. And let's see how he negotiates the 11th corner here, down about 37 miles an hour. So that's about a mile an hour slower as we saw Osborne and Batson go through. And he'll go through turn 12 right there. And that lap, fastest lap of the race for McIntyre, 94.918, almost 95 miles an hour a lap at Sonoma. In fact, we've seen, the top 2 fastest laps, Kev Shear and Dylan Young, both at 95 miles an hour. So 9 laps in the books and 8 laps remaining, so we are about halfway home in the Fram Autolite 300K, as we only had 1 caution flag. That was for a crash coming off the 10th corner. And and Dylan Young's dropped back. He's now down to 37th position. I don't know what went wrong with the Dylan Young car here, but he may have had some sort of unscheduled stop or what, but nonetheless so. There's some of the cars that are running in the back right there. There's Quentin Moore in 27. 26 is Ryan Brommer. Ryan George running in 20th position at number 15 Quality Care Ford. Several cars in this field, as we look through the field, there are several cars having some good runs here today. Nathan Orman's one of them. He's running in 11th position right now. Daniel Bouchard, we got to give him a call. He's running 12th at the moment. His best finish this season was a 3rd, that coming at Talladega. Jeremy Diaz running 13th in the 71 car. 14th is Matt Haas, back in damage and all on an Interstate Batteries Pontiac. Zach Rogers, 3-time winner this season so far, is running 15th. 16th right now is Matthew Logan. A good day for him so far, and it tied Pontiac. Emmanuel Harden 17th, Daytona 500 winner. Mike Becker running 18th. 19th is Zach Winkle, and 20th at the moment is Ryan George. That's how they run at the moment. So not much battling up near the front, all this track here at Sonoma. So this track are kind of a one group deal in some ways. And there you have it, the sights and sounds of Sonoma Raceway at Sears Point. as they come down through there. Kev Shearer continues to lead. He's led from the pole so far at over pole speed of 94 miles an hour. Running laps about that range. Like I said, we saw a couple of 95-mile-an-hour laps, and again, now the top 3 cars have run over 95 miles an hour. Kyle Matthews now has joined that club at 95.127, his fastest lap of the race so far. That is the 3rd place driver right there. That's Matthews in 42. 2-time winner this season. He has only 2 two-time winners, multi-time winners this season. Him and Zach Rogers both. Matthews winner this season at Martinsville and Rockingham. Rogers was the winner at Richmond, Texas, and Bristol. That was the 3 races he won. And he'll come through the. So he rides around in the 3rd position, and so he has the points that are coming into this event. Talking about Kyle Matthews, he's a 2-time champion. That's why he's also already locked in. In addition to those 2 wins, the championships coming in seasons 20 and 22. And then with 2 different teams, no less, too. Deaver, you see him trying to make up some ground on Kev Shearer. He knows we're down to 2 laps to go this moment. We've been watching Cole trying to gain ground on Kev Shearer. Shearer has actually lost a little bit of time right there. That's 73 hundredths of a second is what Deaver is at right now. So, but 14 hundredths a lap, it's not going to cut it right there. Deaver's going to have to really dig deep on those last 2 laps there if he wants to catch that 00 car. But Kev Shearer's been smooth so far here today at Sonoma, but he's still got a lap and a half left to go. As you see, some of the cars in the back of the pack already going up the hill through the first half of the course. Now they're going through by the end of the second half of the course, they go back up the hill for turn number 7. Shearer still leads, and second is still Deaver. It's still Matthews, Sanford, McIntyre, Gardner, Seth Cole, Batson, Osborne, and Jesse Turner, the top 10. If Jesse Turner can hold on to that top 10 spot, it'll be his first top 10 in a while in this series. He's had some struggles as of late. Talking about the man in the 01 Army Pontiac. Kev will come down through turn number 11 as he come down as he'll see the white flag this time by Deaver. Deaver got through that 11th corner. Well, here's they come. Let's see what the opening was this time by. Did he close up or did he gain? Did he gain or did he lose anything? White flag waves, and Deaver lost a little bit of time. It's 81 hundredths of a second now, so he's gonna have to gain a lot. And don't say he ain't trying his darndest though, because he is driving that 3 car for all it's worth. Through turn number 4, Shearer knows one slip and Deaver's up on his back bumper. Down through turn number 6, that's the carousel. Kev Shearer's last win in the Castrol GTX Cup Series was last season's All-Star race at Charlotte. His last points-paying win was last season at Martinsville, the first race over there. So it's been a full season since he's last been in the victory lane in a points-paying racing. He's about a few turns away from doing so, provided any mechanical problems does not strike him in this last quarter of a lap he's on. Comes down through turn number 9, right there. There's turn 10. Still got turn 11 left to go. That's that big hairpin. Shear takes turn 11 at this point. He makes it through safely. And Cab Shear is going to do it. Cab Shear gets his first ever road course win in the Castrol GTX Cup Series. Here's the checkered flag. Cab Shear wins at Sonoma. Average speed 84.811 miles an hour, almost 85 miles an hour on the average. And what a drive by the Aaron's Toyota. Cab Shear takes the number 00 to victory lane. Cole Deaver comes home second. Kyle Matthews third. Fourth will go to Charles Sanford. Fifth will go to Levi McIntyre. Johnny Gardner sixth. Seventh to Seth Cole. Eighth to Keith Batson. Ninth, Joshua Osborne. In 10th position will go to Jesse Turner. So Cab Shear punches his ticket into the Winston at Charlotte. Margin of victory 1.103 seconds. And there's the rest of the finishing order here. Cole Deaver coming up to maybe offers congratulations or whatever for Kev. I don't know, but knowing Deaver, he might. I don't know what he's going to give Kev on congratulations or something. Anyway, the rest of the finishing order here. Nathan Orman with a good day, finishing 11th. Daniel Bouchard 12th. 13th will go to Jeremy Diaz. So three surprises up there in the top 15 with Diaz, Bouchard, and Orman up there. Matt Haas 14th, Zach Rogers with a solid 15th for today's race. Matthew Logan with a good run, finishing 16th. 17th will go to Emmanuel Hartnett. Mike Becker 18th, Zach Winkle 19th, and Ryan George comes home in 20th. 21st will go to Michael Whitman 22nd, Jackson Haywood, Shane Lake 23rd, Tristan Allen 24th, 25th Paul Minnick 26th, Ryan Brommer 27th, Quentin Moore 28th will go to Rob Evans 29th, Carson Gum. Then Sky Cummins, Dylan Poteet, Bill Parker, Jay Jefferson, Kat Batson, William Brock, and Dylan Young with a disappointing 36th in the final running order. I don't know what happened to him. Mitchell Collins was the last car in the lead lap, finishing 37th after getting involved into an earlier altercation. Cars out of race, Zachary Fitzwater, James Henry, and Benjamin Miles. That was all because of that crash on the second lap here at Sonoma. So 12 races are in the books in the Castrol GTX Cup Series Season 24, and Cab Shear punches his ticket into the Winston All-Star Race at Charlotte as he gets his first victory of the season. If you like what you see here, be sure to subscribe to the NNSCRA Sports and Gaming channel. We got everything on this channel. We got races, gaming videos, whatever the president of the NNSCRA Seth Cole's desires for this channel. And be sure to check out our other cavalcade of series in the NNSCRA, including the Duracell Cup Series, the Budweiser All-Pro Series, and the Marvel and Thrash Maniac 99's channel, the Marvel Studios Cup Series, all from the NNSCRA. And there's also a new NNSCRA series coming soon from Seth Cole himself, and he's bringing back an Xfinity series on his channel, so be sure to check that series out as well. As far as NNSCRA Offline is concerned, here, so and you can bet Castrol is still going on too. Here, this is a very series, obviously, as until there's pretty much no way to do NR anymore. So anyway, all of NNS. Here, the best of NR is right under the NNSCRA umbrella, and you will not regret checking those races out neither. So that will do it for today from Sonoma, California. Congratulations again to Cab Shear, the winner of the Fram Autolite 300K. For now, this is James Colson, production of the NNSCRA Offline Racing at its best. We will see you at Charlotte for All-Star Weekend.